Hello and welcome to an overview of Microsoft Excel 2013. My name is Mahmoud, and in this screencast I will create a simple spreadsheet including texts, numbers, and calculations. I will also display a basic graph at the end. So the first thing that I will need to do is open up Microsoft Excel 2013. If I do not already have this program installed, I can download it from the Microsoft Office store, which I will link in the description below. So once I have Microsoft Excel open, we will begin by inserting a title. So this title will go in cell A1 and we will give it a business name. EWC Accessories. So in this spreadsheet, I would like to review the newest clothing lines and specifically the sales earned from the past 4 months. So in order to do that, I'm going to use my mouse to go to cell B2 and enter January. So one of the great features about Excel is that it saves the user a lot of time as compared to using a spreadsheet on paper. For example, you can get Excel to fill in the other 3 months on the spreadsheet by holding onto the bottom right hand corner and dragging straight across. So as you can see, February, March, and April appear. So I'm going to stop at April. So as you can see, Excel automatically inputs the months. These are among one of the features that Excel embeds in their program in order to simplify the user experience. We will further investigate these features throughout the video. So next, in column A, cell 3, I'm going to enter the 3 newest articles of clothing, and I will navigate there using my arrow keys. So let's begin by entering snapbacks, and then flannels, and then skinny jeans. So going back up to cell B3, I will begin by entering values. So for the sake of time, I will paste my previously entered data. Now that we have inputted all of the values, I will demonstrate how to input the horizontal and vertical totals. So my first step will be to navigate up to cell F2 and enter total, and then down to cell A6 and also enter total. So what's great about Excel is that it automatically registers these horizontal values when I use the auto sum button. So as you can see, when I click auto sum, it picks up on the fact that I want to calculate from cell B3 to E3, so I can simply hit the enter key and there are my values. So if I simply drag down and go to auto sum, Excel will input the values, which will save me a little bit of time. So I can also repeat the same thing down here in order to get the horizontal totals, and there you go. So we can also reformat the title through highlighting cells A1 to F1 and clicking Merge and Center. And we can also adjust the cell style by clicking onto here, and a drop-down menu will appear. We can simply go with accent 2. And in order to make the data stand out, I'm simply going to highlight the chart and then go to Format as Table and simply go with table style medium 9 and agree that this is how you want to format your table. There you go. So as you can see, these drop-down menus can kind of get annoying sometimes. So we can remove these filter buttons by highlighting them, going to Design, and unchecking Filter button. So we have successfully created a chart. We can even make the title stand out a little bit more by increasing the font size. So as you guys can see over here, column 1 appears in the space that was once blank. And this can kind of get annoying because if you simply backspace and then click on a random cell, it will reappear. So what we want to do is backspace and simply enter a space as the filler. Okay, so another step that we can take is to begin to bolden things to stand out. So I'm going to begin by boldening the categories, as well as the title and the grand value. Since we don't need the totals in our chart, I'm simply going to begin by highlighting cells E5 all the way up to A2, and then going to Insert and selecting the column chart, and I'm simply going to choose the first 3D column chart that appears, simply because it looks nice. So we can also change up the style. As you can see, I have all of these options, and I will simply go with this one since it does look nice. And I can also move the placement of the chart, of the graph actually, by dragging it around, and I am going to place it right underneath our chart. So using this small little square, I'm going to shrink the size of the graph and also delete this title, since we do have a title up here. So this concludes my screencast. Please feel free to leave any comments below.